Sergeant 1911. A 1911 is what I talk about. It's what I do, what I carry. But when I do carry a revolver, what is it? An SP-101. Let's look closely at it. Okay everybody, welcome to the hideout, and we're going to get started. But before we do, I must have the thank yous. Thank you for subscribing. We're growing slowly, we're growing every day. I really appreciate it. You know, if you have not subscribed, please do. Click the little ringy dingy over there so you'll get a notification. See us other places on the web. Check out SGT 1911. We got some good stuff going on. All right. I'm going to talk about something that's not new. You know, I've had this thing myself several years, but if you think I carry a 1911 all of the time, you would probably be 95% right. But there is those other times when I carry a polymer pistol just for the fact that I'm rolling in the dirt. But I also will so often carry a revolver occasionally. And what I carry when I carry a revolver, I carry the Ruger SP-101. 357 Magnum. We'll talk a little bit about it. There's not a whole lot to talk about other than it's just a nice little handgun. You know, you can see the sights up here. They're just solid black. It's up here at the top. It's just got a rail you go through. There are models of this handgun that's got an adjustable sight. This one does not. This one just got kind of got a, let me turn it around this way. Just kind of got a gully washed through it. You see what I'm talking about at the top. It's a double action, single action. These things come out, and like I said, don't fact check me because I really don't care to hear it. 1998, 99, before 2000, barely before 2000. This one's 357 Magnum. They have them in 38 special, 9mm, 327, 22, and 32 H&R Magnum. Now I know they did drop the 32 H&R Magnum for a while. I know they dropped the 9mm for a while, and I think they brought it back. I'm not sure. Some of those smaller calibers, you can get 6 rounds. The 357s, I'm going to only get 5 in there. So this thing only holds 5 rounds in the cylinder. So that's, you know, give or take, that's pretty common with the 357 Magnums. If you'll notice this thing right here when it pops out, I'm going to show you a little bit of difference. You've seen me before talk about this little button right here. On the Smith & Wessons, you push it forward to open the thing up, and on the Colts, you pull it back. This has just got a little button you push in. And when you push that button in, then you can just push the cylinder out like that. Here's your ejector rod. Now if you look at the ejector rod, it's smooth. It's not textured here on the end anywhere. It's just a smooth ejector rod. Nothing there, nothing that spins. Nothing, no texture, and it's got a full shroud. So this little shroud right here, this little cutout in the revolver, you can see it right there. Maybe you can see it. That covers the whole rod. So it's a full length rod. Some revolvers, when you open them up, that little shroud thing right there, that little cutout area may only cover the half of it. Some of them don't cover it at all. This is a full length shroud. You know, I've replaced the hand grips with some hole grips. You know, there again, you can get aftermarket parts for these things pretty easy. I like the way this thing fits the hand, the fingers. Most of the time, I don't care for the hole grips or grips that have these little pieces for the fingers. This thing here, though, fits me pretty good. I like the way that it carries. I like the way that it fires. You know, it's 357 Magnum 5 rounds. I could get to 38 probably and get 6 rounds. Most of the time I just shoot 38 in it because of the expense of it and how difficult it is to find. There's no, you know, and 357 is more expensive. So, you know, I carry with 357s in it, but most of the time I'll just plink with 38s or practice with 38s. And I think that's probably the way most people do it. I can't speak for everyone, but I would just make that assumption that that's what happens. You know, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. and see what we got. It's not an exceptional trigger. It's not what I want to say is a Colt trigger or a Smith & Wesson trigger or a handcrafted trigger. This is straight out the box trigger. And it's going to be probably a little bit of weight to it. Let's see what we get. That one was 413. Let's try it one more time. Which is, you know, I'm not going to be unhappy with that for this revolver at all. Let's keep pulling. 414. So that's about where we're at. 413, 414 there. I don't think that that's bad. When the double action here, you're probably talking 15 pounds. But there's no safety on these things. You know, they're not designed for safety. The safety is I got a 15-pound trigger pull. I got to want for it to go off. The trigger feels good. There's no texture in there. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of wide, and it takes up a good portion of your finger good. It's a nice size carry gun. I do like to carry it when I carry a revolver. And I carried in this right here. We're really not talking about it, but it's laying here on the table. This is the Bianchi Holster. You can see how it fits down in there nicely. It does got a snap across the top, like so. So, I mean, it makes a nice little carry package. But 357s and 38s have been carry handguns for probably 100 years, long time. Nothing new there. This just happens to be the one that I wanted to share with you today and tell you when I'm not carrying a 1911 of some design, this will be the revolver I carry. You know, the snap open, most of the time I carry it snap. When I get in positions where I feel a little uncomfortable, I'll reach down and just simply unsnap it, but that's for another video on another day. I don't think there's a lot else to talk about. It's, you know, you can see for yourself, it's not blued, it's stainless. You know, I think it came, I may have told you, 2 1/3 inch, like 3.3 inches, and then like a 4-inch version. You know, several calibers, some with adjustable sights, and some would not. And I maybe, I could be wrong, there might have been one that there was no hammer spur. I don't know. But I'm going to throw it out there, so if you want to take a chance and look, let me know. Did you find one with a hammer spur? Now, look at them, guys. They're a nice little handgun. What's important, though, is what we think is that, what's the most important thing that we do with a handgun? Make sure it goes bang, bang, bang. Okay, we moved outside of the hideout to the range. We got the Ruger SP101 2.3 inch barrel, 357 Magnum 5 shots with a Hogue replacement grips. Like I said, this is my carry revolver, double action, single action, and we might as well put something in it and try it. Today we're going to be shooting PMC 122 grain full metal jacket, and we're going to be shooting at the bad guys. You know, back in the day, the Popo would have carried a lot of these 357 Magnum revolvers. Not particularly this model, but a lot of 357 revolvers. Now the Popo carried Glock, but I'm still carrying one of these on occasion. Nostalgic? No. Vintage. I'm vintage. That's it. I'm vintage. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice word for saying older than shit. I'm vintage. All right, let's see what we do. Let's do a single action. Five. All right, they shut off 5 of them, no problem. Big fun. I like these things. Vintage. So anyway, let me take. I hate hearing myself mumble these things. I just put them on and off. I enjoy shooting about everything I can get my hands on, guys. You know that I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Get your 22s out and shoot. Get your 357s out and shoot. One thing I am going to do, if you guys watch my Colt videos, I did the Colt King Cobra that I had a little bit of trigger problem with. Then I went back and got the Colt Python that is absolutely brilliant. And I had a lot of comments that it was the user, some people saying it was a spring. And I made the comment that the only handgun I have ever had that problem with is the Colt King Cobra. So I'm going to try to replicate that problem with this Ruger and just see what happens. And the problem was, if you did not see that video, if I fired that thing very quickly in double action, it would jam up. So let's see what happens here if I can fire this at double action. Here we go. It did not jam up. I let off of it one more time. Let's try it again. So, you know, some people told me the way the spring works in the King Cobra. That could be true, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a pistol smith, but I have a little bit of trouble trying to decide why would they change the springs in one coat to a different spring in another coat. I don't know. I'm finding it hard to get past, but it could be. But you know, I'm definitely not seeing this pistol lock up, so we'll try it again. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we got a problem with that one, didn't we? But that may be ammo related, because I'll tell you what, if you can see, they all fired. Maybe I didn't load it up right. I didn't like the way that went. Let's try it again. I'm gonna fire all 5 of these just as fast as I can fire them. The gun's not locking up. So, and I'm not really counting crap. Y'all guys know when I went to school, we didn't learn our mathematics as good. So let's see if we can fire all 5. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit. No problems. Now I'm gonna try to fire 5 a lot faster and see. This spring on this thing is got a lot of heavy pull on it when it comes out to that double action trigger. Like I said, it really don't have a set of fine sights on it. Let's just see again. Nah, this thing didn't lock up. So once again, I'm gonna go back and disagree, respectively, disagree with some of you guys who've made the comments that that the user is not working the stinking trigger right. You know, why would I only not run the gun right on one gun? Why can I run the gun right on a Python? Why can I run the gun right on a Ruger? Why can I run it on a Colt Peacemaker, and I just can't run it on the Colt King Cobra? That's the only revolver that I have an issue with. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if you only got 4 tires on it and only one of them's got the air missing out of it, that's the one that's got the damn hole in it. You know what I mean? It is not vice versa or whatever. I don't understand. To me, that revolver is just not, you know, and we're talking about here, we're talking about an $850 handgun versus $1,000 handgun or more for the Colt. Colt's got the name, but you know what? Well, if I'm going to compare this to the Colt, this thing here is hand down going to be a better. That is, I'm sure I'm clear, the King Cobra, not the Python, or the older model Python. Try again. I'm going to shoot one more just because I enjoy shooting. I'm having to not dump all my shells each time. Load it up and see. You know, guys, like I said, this is my carry revolver. You know, I think I might do a little, I might put together a couple videos real soon on the things that I carry. Kind of like that little commercial, what's in your wallet, what's in your holster. Revolver, what's in my holster. Ruger SP 101 357 Magnum. Until we get to shoot again, shoot safe, shoot straight, hooah.